Hello and welcome to the doll collection side of my channel. Lately I've been feeling either, I don't know, like a doll fatigue, a collection fatigue, maybe feeling like I was falling out of love with dolls. Surprisingly enough, I was seeing that also on other people's doll collecting channels. I saw more than one content creator talking about either doll fatigue or they just weren't feeling excited about dolls at the moment. So I sat and wondered about that. For a while I was leaning into just collecting action figures and just not doing dolls for a while. And I just asked myself, am I falling out of love with dolls? Do I just not love dolls anymore? And surprisingly enough, the answer was no. I still love dolls. I still love my dolls. We're kind of in a slump right now, it feels like. There's nothing coming out right now that feels truly exciting, at least for me. Just because there's nothing coming out right now that's making me excited about dolls doesn't mean I don't love the dolls I have. And I don't know, something clicked and suddenly I just fell in love with Rainbow High again. So I am doing a top 20 favorite Rainbow High dolls as if it's 2023. I only own about 60 Rainbow High dolls, so this was actually kind of a really hard decision. Once I got past like the top 10, it was really hard to decide because I only buy the dolls I really, really like. It got to a point where like I just loved all the dolls the same. I love most of my Rainbow High dolls. There's a few that I'm thinking of getting rid of, but most of them I really, really like. So I had a really hard time picking just 20 and narrowing it down. And then even with the 20, I was trying to put them in order and I was constantly like moving them around and checking again and even moving the dolls from, I had them on the table and now I moved them to my office on the floor. Even then, I was still doing a last minute like moving them around. I'm just gonna go through real quick and I'm gonna show you my top 20 dolls. So we're just gonna go through real quick my top 20 favorite Rainbow High dolls. I want to emphasize these are my top 20 favorites. This is not me saying these are the top 20 best dolls ever. These are my favorites according to my aesthetic or my personal emotional attachment to these dolls. Before we get started, I want to talk about two honorable mentions. First one is this Maline. This is the second one that came out and I put her on a fully articulated body. I anticipate that she will move into my top 20 favorites when I'm done with her. She's still a project. She needs a new dress. But I love this face so much. She is a contender. I think after we've spent more time together and I make her into exactly what I want, she's gonna make it into the top 20. And then this one as well, this Color and Create, I anticipate I'm gonna really, really love her once I get her hair dyed the way I want. She has a name now. They don't really come with names. This is Dana, and she'll be in my next project doll video. I anticipate once she's all done as well, she'll probably make it into my top 20. Okay, starting at number 20, we have Mila Barrymore. I got her pretty late into collecting, and I just love this doll. She was actually fairly inexpensive too. You know, I'm still actually collecting Rainbow High. I joined Rainbow High collecting kind of in the middle. So there were a lot of really good dolls that had already been released and were no longer on the shelves when I got into collecting. So I'm kind of collecting forwards and backwards, and she was one of my later purchases, but she has these eyes that just like glow, and her outfit is so detailed and her hair is just super soft. Like, I love the straight hair. I would really like to style it, but I also don't want to take these out because they're just in there so perfect and they look good. But that's number 19, or number 20, that's number 20. 19 is Gabriella. I got her in like a big lot that I got on Facebook Marketplace that just came with a ton of Rainbow High stuff. So I got her used, but she's still in really good condition. Her hair feels a little damaged, but I think if I ever took time to give it a little bit of a conditioning treatment, it would feel a little better at the ends. But her face is just so pretty, and I really like how clean her makeup feels. It feels like that she can wear just about anything and it would match. But also, like, I kind of had canon that she's a bit of a mean girl and that she like hangs out with her besties and judges everybody. But I really enjoy her a lot. 18, this is Tiara. I was really surprised that she ended up in my top 20 because when I started collecting, the bands were on the shelf plus like the regular new line. So there were so many Rainbow High dolls out when I just started collecting, and I didn't have the money to get everything. And I was, I thought I was dipping my toe in when really I was jumping in the deep end. This particular band, I can't remember the name of their band off the top. The Royal Three, was that this band? I had decided not to get any of them just because I really couldn't afford to buy every doll that I wanted, so I was just kind of settling for the ones I wanted the most. But she ended up on sale. It was just one of those things where like I don't need her, but like she's on sale and these are amazing dolls. So I picked her up anyway, and I don't really like pastels all too much. I didn't like the pastel purple, so I dyed her hair, which is why her hair looks like this. And the dye, I don't know how, but the dye just made this hair like the shiniest hair ever, and I love it so much. It's so silky. And that's like without the hair dye, I wouldn't like this doll as much, but and she was like one of my first hair dye jobs, and also the very first time I did like a double color. So I don't know. She makes me happy. I like showing her off if people ever come over and ask about my dolls because of this hair. 17, we got Lola. Lola was actually a present for me from my sister for Christmas about two Christmases ago, maybe 3, I can't remember. I love her makeup. Like there's so much going on and it really pulls it all together. I really like it. Look at the lip, the like different colors. And she has such an amazing outfit. If I could change anything, well, I think I would do a different material than this, but like why does she not have boots with fur? With all this other fur, totally boots with fur, but like the fact that she's got real laces is very impressive. I wish Rainbow High would do something like this again. Like pick a theme and put out 3 to 4 just really nice dolls that these came out even though they were just one outfit. They were a little bit more expensive by like I think like $10. They were like $40. So they were considered like more collector grade. We got Heather and Chanel, but I mean, I feel like we just got a slightly different flavor of the same doll, whereas the costume ball line, you got something completely different. And I wish they would do that again. Release a couple of really nice dolls in just like a completely different theme where you're not getting anything like what they've already released. You know what I mean? And preferably a couple new characters. Yeah, love her. Number 16, we have Simone. I had been wanting her for a really long time. She's one of my later purchases, and she is very expensive. So I like to get them new in box, just for the hair. Like I want the hair to be really nice. Because she was so expensive, I settled with her out of box, and I think she only just came with this swimming suit, if I remember correctly. I don't think I have any of her other pieces. Like she doesn't even have shoes. And I worried so much about the hair. Because I'm a big hair person, and it really irks me if the hair is kind of damaged. But her hair is perfect, and that's all I really wanted from her. And she is just so beautiful. I think I'm going to eventually do something else with her and put her in a real outfit. But right now she hangs out because I have the Rainbow High pool set. I don't know what they call it, but I have the Rainbow High pool set. So her and Hallie hang out by the pool, sometimes Phaedra too. And that's where she is right now. 15, we're actually getting like a new doll. I love Misty so much. Like she is one of the first dolls that I had been excited about for a really long time. This teal is just so pretty. Like I love everything about this doll. I love this crazy outfit that just is like a cornucopia of textures And then there's two different textures in the hair with the braids. And I just love all the colors. I would have done a different eye color for her, but really the only thing that's major wrong with her is that she doesn't have a fully articulated body. And unfortunately, I watched a video where somebody was trying to match skin tones for her, and this seems to be a brand new skin tone. Like, none of the other dolls match, so I can't even really find a good donor body for her. I'll just have to kind of do the closest one, unless Rainbow High, maybe make her one of the new collectors. If you if first you do the other thing I said to do, like, you've got some gorgeous characters. Like, they don't all have to be cheap playline. You can give us some good dolls every once in a while, right? 14 is the twin pack Luna. I see a lot of people not thrilled with this doll as much because the Sunny was so good, and I do agree the Sunny was really, really, really good, but I don't relate to the Sunny. I relate to this Luna, and I gave her this bodysuit that just makes her purple eyes pop. Luna was the reason I bought the 2-pack. The Sunny is cute, but I wouldn't have bought the Sunny by herself. The only reason I own the Sunny is because of this Luna. I just think she is fantastic. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. I love it. I think I'm at 13. 13? 13 is Uma. This is an amazing doll. I mean, just this hat. This hat is so great. We'll never get anything like this with Rainbow High ever again. She has such a great outfit, and the guitar, and it does have a guitar case, but the guitar doesn't fit in the case. There's like a thing that pokes out that the case can't, the case doesn't have a space for it, so it doesn't quite fit in the case, which is very unfortunate, but she is an amazing doll, and I think collectors don't talk about her enough, just how gorgeous she is. I feel like if she was a real person, she would be the coolest person that you have ever met. And her hair is also super soft. Like, always props for the hair. Love her. 12 is Phaedra. She is the first one that I got from the, is it the West Coast? West Coast? East Coast? I don't know. And I just love her colors. And there's just something like mischievous and sassy to me with her. Her major in school is cosmetics, and I like to think of her as she kind of does crazy experiments with chemicals, either for makeups or just for random stuff. And I collect Ninja Turtles, so she always has like turtles in the bathtub or something. Like, she's just kind of chaotic neutral, and people are, my other dolls are like, oh shit, is Phaedra what is she up to now? I love this doll. Here is 11. Here's Zoe. She is the one that started it all because I collect Novi Stars, and as I was looking for Novi Star stuff, she popped up because she has Novi Stars themed stuff with her. And she's not my favorite doll, but she was my gateway drug. And I still really like her. I dyed her hair a little darker because I didn't particularly like the hair matching the skin color. Though I definitely wouldn't say no to another Zoe and either maybe keep her hair the same color. I don't know, but I like her just fine like this. And I hate tinsel in the hair, so all her tinsel's been pulled out, and I curled it. It's not as tight as when I originally curled it, but I did kind of set it with heat, so I think these curls have been in for a couple years and they're still sticking pretty good. But she's just my ice princess. I love having her out during Christmas. I have like a blue themed Christmas tree that I set her next to, and she just makes me happy. She is out all year long, but she definitely gives like the winter vibes. Okay, I think we're at 10. 10 is Veronica, and she's in the middle of projects. She's in between projects. I don't like her in this outfit, but I put her in this outfit for now, so just she wasn't hanging out naked. She is up here just for the core doll. She is just so pretty, and I fell in love with her, and I really haven't done anything with her that does her justice. She, her special interest was sewing, and so I do sewing with her, and I'll use her as a model to help me figure out patterns to fit the body types. So she's often not with clothes on so that she can be my model. And so like when I'm sewing, I'm constantly like putting the piece on her to see if it still, you know, fits the body. She is doing the thing that she loves, but eventually I will either make her something or just find an outfit that works for her. So she's not always in the stupid outfit. I did do her hair a little bit, but I love her as a whole, and I love that we do activities together. Here is number 9. This is Olivia. She is just a stunning, stunning doll. I bought her and Carla at the same time, and I really wanted Carla, and I was just kind of in the moment, so I decided to also get Olivia. And then Olivia ended up being the one that I really, really, really liked, and I don't know if I'll keep Carla. This hair is so good. Her hair is one of my favorites to touch. I love it so much, and she is just a gorgeous, gorgeous doll. Look at that gold eyes. Beautiful, beautiful doll. And I like dressing her up like she does a really, like she makes a lot of money doing a very important job. She's my working girl. Number 8 is Georgia. I bought her as well, used with the Facebook Marketplace lot. So she isn't quite perfect. She didn't even come with her stand. She's using whatever blue stand this is. Some of my dolls are not on their regular stand, which might irritate some people or like trigger their OCD. But unfortunately, that's how it is. I have some dolls that came with stands and they're not using their stands, so other dolls get the stands and some didn't come with stands, and it's just, I've thought about trying to find which stand goes where, but it just hasn't. I don't know if it'll ever happen. But she's using this dark blue one now, for now, and her hair is a little crispy, even though I think I did wash it and like tried to restore the curls so they were a little more neat than how I got her. But she just reminds me of summer in the country, and like lemonade by the lake and stuff. Like, I love her so much. I like looking at her, especially in the summer, and then also in the winter waiting for summer. 7 is Michelle. She seems to be a very polarizing doll. Either you really like her or you really don't. I have a couple in my top 20 polarizing dolls. Like, I dipped my toe into doll collecting, and I saw a lot of people talking about like, oh, I really emotionally connect with this doll, or I can't connect with this doll. And I was like, what does that even mean? Most of what I collected was action figures, and they were action figures based on shows. So like, I already had an emotional connection to the characters that I was buying. So that wasn't a problem. These are brand new characters to me, because there's no way I'm going to watch that show. There's no way. The CGI is too ugly. I can't. So these are brand new characters to me, and I decide who she is and like what she's about if we relate to each other. And she was the first one where I felt that. And I had bought, so dipping my toe into doll collecting, I had purchased Harley and Zoe. Zoe was for sure, like I came for Zoe, but then I was like, okay, I'm going to try to get one more, and just like, I'm going to jump in with both feet, and I'm going to decide. And I couldn't leave without Harley because I'm a green girly. So I had to buy the green one. But as I was walking out with my 2 dolls, or like leaving the doll aisle, I saw her. I hadn't noticed her before, and I was like, oh, holy crap, like that doll is stunning. But I already have these 2, and this is going to be a lot of money. I'm pretty sure I was paying full price. And, but I left that store and I couldn't stop thinking about her. And it wasn't too long after, I think maybe like the next week, maybe it wasn't even that long, but I had to come back and get Michelle. I really like her like 70s go-go vibe. I gave her this hairdo that I just think elevates it a bit more. The only thing I would change is just, she's just got this severe orange lip with like the bad teeth. I'm tempted to try to repaint it, but I don't want to ruin the doll, so I don't know what to do. I'm also not a fan of the really, really long nails. They just kind of drive me nuts because they're just this flimsy plastic, and I don't like it. It's not my favorite, but I still really like this doll. 6 is Daphne. I mean, come on. I think we all love Daphne. We don't love the stuff that she comes with because I agree with everybody. Like, her clothes are horrendous, but she's so pretty. And I put her in like this bad girl type outfit where I think she just looks so cool. She kind of reminds me of Grease a little, but oh, so pretty. She also just has a very clean makeup as well. I really like those clean makeup looks. Number 5 is Carmen, which I don't know if she makes it this high on anybody's list, but she was a doll that I just absolutely had to have. And then when I saw people's opinions of her and people didn't like her very much, I was like, what? Why? I love her. I love her in this pink outfit. Like, I knew exactly what I was going to do with her when I got her. I wasn't going to keep her in those clothes. I don't like monochrome very much. I have to have a pop of color. And she, in this outfit, like, I mean, I like her face anyway, and like this skin tone with this hair color, but love her with the outfit more. She just, I love looking at her. Sometimes I forget, and then I go back and I'm like, oh, I love her so much. Top 4, baby. Here we are with Sabrina. She is just absolutely stunning. Stunning, 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 stunning. I curled her hair, and it took forever, but I didn't set it in heat. So there's just a little bit of curl left, and I kind of regret not setting it in heat just because it took so long to put all the curlers in her hair. She was one of my earlier dolls. I think she was the first doll that I tried to curl hair, and I just realized how much hair is in a Rainbow High doll. It took forever. But it's those green eyes. We have never had this color of green since or before. They just don't do enough green eyes. There's some eyes with green in them, but I need more green eyes. MGA, more green eyes, please. Across the board, just more green eyes. Thank you. Number 3 is Carmen. When I bought her, she just was on my desk for a while, and I just stared at her face. This face is so beautiful. So pretty. I love her hair. I love this like rainbow in it, but then it's mostly this color. This is such a great color, and she's got a lot of great pieces on her. This jacket I am so in love with. This jacket is nuts. The fact that they mass produce this jacket, we don't get pieces like this anymore. Love it. This top is really great too. Just so much detail on it. These boots, I wish they were material. That would have been so great. But, love this doll. Love it. And she kind of has a little bit of green in her eyes. These eyes are really pretty. Would have liked more green though. Number 2 is Scarlet. I am so in love with this doll. I was in love with this doll before I even bought her. She was just one of those dolls, like, this is the doll that I relate to. Like, she came with, like, her big hoodie and her book, and you knew that she was just a huge nerd and she liked comfy clothes. If I had a mini-me, just a doll as it was, it would be her. Like, and she is so pretty. I wish she had the shorter nails. I don't like how long these nails are. But I find these less obnoxious than the ones on Michelle. Possibly because they're a more subdued color. These are not also as flimsy as Michelle's. Michelle's are just really flimsy. Beautiful. Giant earrings. Like, some Rainbow High earrings make it all the way to the shoulder, which I think is crazy. They could have made smaller earrings, but she, look at that eye color too. Love her. Love her so much. I just want to stare at her. Ah, love her. And my number one top pick, my absolute favorite doll, she was my favorite almost from the beginning, and she is still my favorite. And it is Costume Ball Bella, which I'm not a fan of the main characters, but I love witchy stuff, and she's another one where as soon as I bought her, she was actually in her box for a while, and then I finally opened her, and I was like, oh, why did I leave her in the box? You cannot appreciate her inside the box. This little hat, this cute, cute outfit. She's got these little socks and these slippers. This feels like Dorothy to me, but just so, so pretty. She was another one where when I bought her, she was on my desk for the longest time, and I just looked at her constantly because she was just so beautiful. And I took out her tinsel because, you know, I hate tinsel, so she has no tinsel in her hair. Like, I will literally sit and just watch YouTube videos and pull out the tinsel. It's not that hard to get the tinsel out if you don't want it. It's just a little time consuming. But she's my favorite. I wish her eyes were a little more purple, but they're not bad. They're like severely purple and then just barely purple. I wish they were just a little more evenly distributed, I guess. But other than that, look at this like beadwork. Mass-produced beadwork. Oh, love it. Love it, love it, love it. And that is my top 20 Rainbow High, because I love Rainbow High. Even if I don't buy another Rainbow High doll, even though, like, spoiler alert, I got on eBay this past holiday weekend and I bought more Rainbow High dolls. Because, as I mentioned, I collect forwards and backwards, so there's ones that were released a while back that I didn't buy because I wasn't collecting when they were on the shelves. So I bought me a couple more. They may or may not end up in my top 20 because they were dolls that I have been wanting, but I just didn't either get around to buying them, or I didn't like the prices, or whatever. But if any of you are feeling that collector fatigue, it's time to go back and just celebrate the dolls that you really love. I did a video about collector burnout, and there was a lot of just like loving the dolls you have. There was, you're still collecting if you're not buying. I personally hate spending. I like getting. I like I like receiving the things I paid for, but I don't like spending my money. When I have a lull where there's nothing I want to buy, sometimes it's a bit of a relief that I'm not going to be parting with any of my hard-earned money. I will totally do it willingly when there's something I really, really want, but you know, we gotta spend time loving what we have. Otherwise, you're just buying to get. Like, you just like the buying. You don't like actually having your dolls. You just want to open the box and look at them and then put them away and never talk about them or look at them again. I didn't mean to be so preachy, but I'm just saying, if you're feeling it like me, just remember, go back to what you love. Try to remember what brought you into it in the first place, and just go hang out with your dolls and enjoy their company, and maybe make a top 20 video so you can remember which one's your favorite. Okay, that's it from me. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Okay, bye.